everybody. Tracy Hackler, joined
Scotty
by
P.
This guy right here.
Scotty P. In the house. Panini, episode number
14.
14. Happy to be here.
14.
Happy to be back, man. And you know what? I think everybody at home or on the road or wherever you're viewing this podcast will notice that after all the feedback from last week, I went and got my hair cut.
Thank God, man. I
mean, Luca anybody behind you that he's like, yes, Scotty, finally.
To anybody that thinks God doesn't answer prayers, I submit to you Scott's hair. He does.
My hair heard you. I mean, not me, but my hair heard all the prayers and all the warm wishes for it, and it's been fixed. And there is no more Christopher Walken head here.
Yeah. We'll see it again one day, though.
I don't know about this here, but this here is good.
That's all we have. I mean, these are the only faces we have.
This is what God gave me to work with, bro. That's it.
Yeah. Well, he's a good. And so this, for those of you who might be asking how you're watching this or what you're watching, it's going direct to Panini Podcast, Scotty.
I don't think people are asking how they're watching it, because if they're watching it, they kind of figured that out, right?
Maybe they're asking why.
Probably why.
Why am I watching this?
Exactly. And I don't know. I honestly don't know why you're watching.
Well, we strive to bring you kind of behind the scenes a little, pull the curtain back a little bit on things we're doing here at Panini America. And so this week, heavy new release week.
Yes, finally.
Wednesday was like a triple stacked. We had 2021 Obsidian Basketball. We had 2021 Chronicles Draft Picks Basketball. The first cards of new draft picks. There's Obsidian with Anthony Edwards, our guy Anthony Edwards on the cover of the box. Yes. And then the other one, obviously, Scotty, is something that we like to call Spectra Baseball.
Spectra Baseball. So much fun. I love that. So, like you said, behind the scenes, we like to show it to you. We'll each be opening some of that later on. We're both going to do Chronicles just because of how diverse the product is and how many different types of designs and whatnot. And then I'm going to do Obsidian Basketball, and you're going to do Spectra Baseball. So stay tuned to that for that. And it is, as you can see, as crazy as this opening has been, it's even crazier when we start opening product.
Yes, you're going to want to sit down and get some popcorn.
Yeah. But you can see on our faces how the excitement is just oozing.
Look at my face right now.
I do see that. Well, you know what? I am looking at your face, but I'm kind of glancing down at your shirt. So,
you mean this?
I want you to give a little bit of background today, because there is a little bit of a rivalry between the two of us today. That doesn't happen very often, but
it doesn't. Today's a big day. So Marcus High School is the school that will not admit to it, but that reared me. I went to Marcus High School. My wife went to Marcus High School. Both of my boys went through Marcus High School. And they are playing tonight, Scotty, this team called Plano High School.
Plano. And it's just like the Ohio State University. We are the Plano. Like people go, which Plano? And it's like the Plano. But which Plano. One? The Plano.
The Plano.
The Plano. So Wildcats. I went there. My sister went there. Shout out to my little sis, Chrissy, who was there. She's much more famous. I mean, works on movies and does all sorts of, hobnobs and does all sorts of famous stuff.
Hollywood. She's Hollywood.
That's a great alumni, I would say.
Yes.
In regards to Plano. But we're cities apart. We don't always play each other.
Correct.
So this is kind of a rarity. We do usually play in the playoffs. I will say that.
Yes. Yeah. Two pretty storied Texas high school football programs.
Yes.
And they're now in the same district once again. A lot of people might not know here in Texas, they redraw districts every 2 years. And so this is year 2 of us in Plano being in the same district. and we play football tonight under Thursday night lights because there are so many games in Texas that sometimes you got to play on Thursday as opposed to Friday.
When it's a big game like this, they move it to Thursday. Just kind of like in college, they move some of those games off of Saturday. But it's a big one. And then Friday night, it's so big, Friday night lights couldn't even handle it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To your point, it's Thursday night.
And we're looking to pick up where we left off with Plano last year. It wasn't pretty for Plano last year. And, it's going to be real fun.
It is what it is.
And I kind of chip in and do social media for Marcus High School because they were so good to me when I went through there many, many, many decades ago. And it's kind of my way to give back to the kids and the program and the coaches. But probably our most distinguished alum is none other than Boston Celtics great Marcus Smart.
Yes.
Who was graduated many, many years after me. But
yeah. And I would say ours is the great. And when I say the great, I don't even mean it because, I 100% mean it because he went to Nebraska, but Rex Burkhead is our top alumni. And I believe, and I can be corrected if I'm wrong, I believe the Pirate and Dodgeball went to Plano. So there you go. Little factoid.
Well, give me a Rex Burkhead. One of them has been in our office.
Yeah. One of them has been here. One of them has been here and was here, and it wasn't Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah.
That's a little shot for Joe right there.
He didn't. That's true. Thanks, Joe. I'm still waiting on that. Other big news, Scotty, this week we kind of let the cat out of the bag that we have signed our first basketball NIL athlete.
Yes, exciting. I'm pumped.
Yeah, Paolo Banchero from Duke University is that guy. Big news. So we're looking forward to seeing how we take advantage of that relationship. It should mean big things.
Yes. And I got a surprise too.
I love surprises.
That we are going to announce. So stay tuned next week. Tune in next week as a teaser.
Yes.
That this weekend we're going to announce the Player of the Day, NBA Player of the Day winner. Shop the winner. And we're pretty excited. That's always one of my favorite events of the year. And so we're going to surprise the shop out there. So if your shops are watching, it might be you. So stay tuned. We'll have some footage. Maybe we'll have some footage in the podcast next week from the announcement and the kid that wins and everything. It's going to be exciting.
Well, I love it. And I personally watched you pack up some of the stuff that the winning people are getting. And
and I had to put it in a Briggs truck versus a FedEx truck.
They're going to be quite
how expensive product is these days, right?
Whew. They're going to be happy. And then not too much longer, Scotty, and the greatness of the NBA season will be upon us.
Yes.
And over the summer, we had the chance to catch up with some of the hottest rookies to talk about their summer league experiences and kind of what they took from it. So that'll be later in the show.
Great. And I'll tell you, I've had lots of conversations over the last week and a half with NBA teams, our partners, some of our players involved. And we got some pretty cool in-stadium activations planned, some special cards of some players, some NFTs, some dunk specials. So stay tuned, man, because I mapped out one of the teams today, and I couldn't be more excited about what we're going to do. And it may have something to do with the guy kind of over your shoulder right there.
That guy?
I'm just saying, maybe. I don't know.
He's the only guy over my shoulder.
I'm just saying.
I mean, okay. Hey, you mentioned the Dunk app, right?
Yes.
For people who may not know, if you go check our apps out, our digital trading card apps, because the NFL Blitz app that Austin Feld puts together, there are the coolest like emoji cards. Yes. Each week, Player of the Week is named, and anybody who plays in any of the contests will receive that Player of the Week card, and it's animated so that it shows the Player of the Week with a color blast thing. It's really, really cool.
We should try to put one on the screen right here.
Yeah, I wonder I wonder if our crafty editor-in-chief will be able to put the graphic there.
Wait, right there?
Or yeah,
wow, that's incredible.
Really anywhere.
Wow.
He's good. He's really good.
Well, man, you know what? We've got football. Basketball's about to start. We had a great Ryder Cup. College football's humming. But yes. I know everybody wants this to get the show rolling, get some product cracked.
Let's do it.
So let's do it.
Oh, hey, before we go, so Panini Unwrapped is next. But also, because I thought it would be cool, we have two distinctly different Optichrome products releasing this week in Spectra Baseball and Obsidian Basketball. So talking to the two brand managers, Keith Howard, Tim Trout, about that process and doing two different Optichrome products at the same time and what that means. And so stay tuned for that too. But first, let's get to Unwrap, bro.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey, we're back, Scott.
Back again.
Well,
episode 83.
No, it's still 14. It's still
podcast. So it's almost on a monumental one here.
No, it's still episode 14. It's the same episode.
I thought we were skipping ahead, so my bad.
No, we have to do Unwrap, or what are we doing?
Yeah, true.
Hey, so we both have a box of 2021 Chronicles Draft Picks Basketball. The first trading cards. That's the wrong one. But yes, the one next to you. The first trading cards of the guys like.
Is it right here?
No, that's Obsidian. You're going to do that after we do the Chronicles.
Okay, here it is, right here.
There it is. I know it's confusing, and I apologize.
Little hands right here.
Nate Cunningham, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner. I mean, they're all in here. And Chronicles still is one of my favorite brands, regardless of sport.
I do. I love it. And, kudos to the guys for coming up with the concept. It was a way to kind of introduce some of the brands that, didn't have their own single launches. So there's some really cool cards in there. And then, way to update some cards too. Like I know in football, they updated some Prism rookies and things like that.
So this is 4 autographs or memorabilia.
So 24 cards per pack, 2 packs per box.
Oh, these are jumbos, bro.
4 autographs for memorabilia. Let's go.
Let's do this, bro.
Let's do this.
I mean, if you're a player collector and you're like a Cade Cunningham collector, you can get like 30 different cards of Cade Cunningham.
Yes.
And they all look cool.
We say these are the first cards of these guys. There were a couple of these guys that made it into the national.
Yes.
I believe, but yes, this is the first launch.
These are thickens, dude.
Thickens.
That's what we said on our wedding day. And
look who's on the pack.
Yeah. It's still Cade Cunningham and Jalen Suggs.
Okay.
It's just like the box.
Oh. So, all right, man. I'm off and running.
Okay.
My first card is the Base Chronicles, which I like to show just because it gives you that's what the program is.
Classic Scotty Barnes rated rookie.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Scotty Barnes. So I got a couple really good ones out the gate. So I pulled Cade Cunningham.
Oh, nice.
Cade Cunningham.
Winning.
And the great rated rookie, Jalen Suggs. Look at that.
Oh, very nice.
I mean, bang.
That's a good card. Here's a Jared Butler of your national champion Baylor Bears, Scotty.
Woo.
Ty Jones. Greg Brown.
Here's your favorite guy right here.
Who?
Great Mad Hair Game, Corey.
Oh, Corey Kispert's a good kid.
Yep.
Here's a Herbert Jones, Alabama triple swatch card from Tools of the Trade. Love it.
I got rookie memorabilia numbered to 199.
Oh, this is sweet.
Josh Giddey.
That's awesome. Here's one of my
threads, right? Yep. Panini threads.
There's a gold standard patch auto, bro.
Franz Wagner.
He's a really good kid, man.
Germany's on, dude.
Yes. him and his brother both are fun dudes.
So here we go. I got my auto rated rookie Goodyear bio. I was trying to
Rated
his name.
Rated Rooker would be like a good chess nickname, dude.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Cade Cunningham, XR, bro.
Ooh.
This is a perfect example of what you were talking about, Scotty. Like XR basketball is probably never going to be done.
Recon, Jonathan Kuminga, yeah.
You get XR.
You can see some fun stuff in there. But like your point, some of these brands, like look at this one. Remember this one back in the look at that. And the same card?
Dude, we're thinking.
Oh, wow.
Dude, brilliant minds, bro.
We are too much alike, man.
Brilliant minds.
And I love hats off to the guys. I love at the end you get some Optichrome stuff. So here's a select Jalen Suggs.
Nice.
Here's a optic Jonathan Kuminga.
Okay.
A lot of people are pretty high on that guy.
Yep.
So that was my pack one, man.
I got a hot sports opinion for you, Scotty.
Okay.
I know a lot of people like this design.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people. I don't like that. Personal preference.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But I don't mind the Prism version though. The Prism version's cool.
Prism version's cool, yeah.
Oh, and I got a numbered Cade Cunningham recon at the end.
Whoa. What up, man?
Well, let's go. I got my
Jones. All right, Herbert Jones. We did something with him on draft night. Good kid.
Yes. Yeah.
He I do like that. I like that they're able to get illuminance in there.
I think you pulled that, didn't you?
Yep.
Man.
All right, here we go. Jared Butler.
Okay. I got a Jalen Suggs rated rookie. I think you showed earlier.
The back is sideways, so I was like trying to hold it up. I'm like, whoop.
Is he a rated rooker?
He's a rated rooker. And then, now here's certified.
Okay, I haven't seen
Freshman
that yet.
Fabrics. All right, freshman fabrics. Cameron Thomas.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
I like it.
So that's pretty cool.
Oh, red parallel. The NBA Hoops tribute. Red parallel. Jonathan Kuminga.
Yep. There is a Gala Scotty Barnes.
I love that design too.
Yep.
Oh, here's a encased Kai Jones jersey card.
Nice.
University of Texas's own.
Panini's own. Jalen Green, man.
Jalen Green. Dikembe Andre, brother.
Did he go like this?
No, he didn't. He could fill out that sticker a little more if he wanted to, though.
Yeah. Keon Johnson. I got a number to red recon too, a Keon Johnson.
Oh, I love him. That's a great looking card, man. That design is really nice. Cameron Thomas.
Uh-oh. Love me some Mosaic.
Yeah, Mosaic is there.
Mosaic will have its own launch, but it won't have its own collegiate launch.
Correct.
So Cade Cunningham Mosaic.
Ayo Dosunmu. That's a great design. That Gala design looks good no matter what you see.
My last card was Brandon Boston, a parallel blue Mosaic, yeah. Number 299.
Your parallels are unparalleled.
My parallels are I am a jumbo swatch.
Charles Bassey.
Nice.
All right. So, man, lots of variety, lots of rookies, all rookies, in fact.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, it really is lots of fun. And, that's a product that you open, you rip, and then you put it away for a couple months, and you go back and look at what rookies are doing on the court and what you have in your box. So
but to your point about just all the variety, if you are going to collect Cade Cunningham or Scotty Barnes or Jalen Suggs, I mean, the amount of different cards you can get out of there, it's great. I mean,
it's awesome, man. So many different brands, dude. I think there's like 13 maybe different brands or something. That's Chronicles Basketball. Probably won't last long, so go get it.
Yes.
And then we have quick rips here, Scotty. I got Spectra. Yes. Let me do Spectra, and then you got Obsidian. Spectra, 4 cards per pack, 4 packs per box. 4 autograph and 4 memorabilia cards a box, bro. So
that's a lot of autographs and a lot of memorabilia.
This thing is bringing the heat. There it is. I got 2 packs on that side, 2 packs on this side, and 2 packs Shakur in my headphones, bro.
This product is definitely not a thumbs down.
No, it is not. Spectra is one of the prettiest products, regardless of sport. Look at that.
Love it.
Pink Andrew Benintendi out of 40. I mean, it's one of the most attractive products you'll ever see. There's high voltage. Wilson Contreras.
Yeah.
That's numbered out of 75. Lots of low numbered
stuff. Yeah, I was about to say.
Wow. Noelvi Marte. Look at this beautiful card, dude.
Woo.
And that's out of 25, by the way. Sexy. And then the die cut. We can't talk today, Scotty.
I know.
The die cut out of also, so back-to-back cards, one number to 25, one number to 35. Oh, here's our guy, Scotty.
Ooh.
Clayton Kershaw. Great dude.
Panini's own, Dallas's own.
Yeah, loves him some Donruss.
He does.
Here's Max Impact Robinson Cano. The more you can know. Oh, Joe Adele. Our guy Alex Carvajal just did a signing with Joe Adele, and he signed a bunch of stuff, and including this card, I think. And then a blue Garrett Crochet. Boom. Blues are out of 50. 2 packs left. I love it. I could open this all day if I could afford it, but I can't afford it.
I was going to say, I enjoy Spectra.
Baby. Oh, Shane Bieber.
Yeah.
You. A rising rookie, Andy Young.
Nice.
Dual swatch. Oh, I got a dear valued collector, Scotty.
Oh, you got dear valued.
Lewis. Oh, hello. Oh, look out. Luis V. Garcia. Don't know much about him, but Logan.
I know one thing about him.
What?
He didn't sign enough time.
He's not signing his stuff. Luis V. Garcia. Let's go. And then last pack, Scotty. Last pack, Mojo. Oh, a green Matt Carpenter. Beautiful card. Just beautiful. Man, it just looks so good.
Yeah, the design's nice. The colors and the patterns pop.
Ooh, I think this is a case hit, bro. And this is one of the coolest inserts in the whole product. Deep Space, Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
I think that's a case hit. I should know, but I'm sorry.
There's nothing better than the guy hitting from space.
The ball goes a lot further out there.
It travels real far. The fences are way out, dude.
Dude, look at this.
Fireworks.
That's just
Cole Tucker.
Cool card, man.
I like
Cole
that
Tucker. And then Travis Blankenthorne. There we go. And my last card, Scotty P.
Okay.
Rookie Aura Ryan Mountcastle.
All right.
Numbered out of 5.
Ooh.
Number, man, you see them all.
A base hit card and a card numbered out of 5 in one pack?
I think so. So that's I can go home now. I mean,
yeah. Take the day off, bro. The rest of the day.
Thanks,
I am going to open Obsidian Basketball. Now, this one's a quick one. This one's a 1-pack, 2 autographs is what it says. So
I love the fact that both products are made from Optichrome, but they're completely different.
Yes. But two autographs, 7 total cards. So here you go. I opened it up. Boom.
Okay.
My 1-pack comes out. Pow.
I'm excited. I'm going to see what you pull, bro.
Oh, I can already see the guy on the back is pretty good.
You've had a
All
hot
right. So
here you go.
That's what the base cards look like.
Okay.
I pulled a rookie Precious.
Achua.
Yes.
Can you pronounce that last name for me?
Gordon Hayward.
Okay.
Who is with Charlotte, right? So I'm going to skip my head there because I'm going to come back to it.
Okay.
Kelly Oubre.
Oubre.
This one's numbered at a 99. It's kind of hard to tell, but it does have a a little bit on it. And then this was the one that I saw when I opened. Steph Curry, Pitch Perfect, number 275. Yep.
Pitch Black.
Oh, Pitch Black.
Pitch Perfect is a great movie, though.
It's a movie. Now, here are my hits. Are you ready? I got a volcanic autograph.
Ooh.
Kevin Knox.
Oh, nice.
Number 75.
I like him.
He's a good player.
He is.
And lightning strike, number 49. Lori Markkinen.
Okay. Former guest at our.
I was going to say, he was one of our draft party guests and rookie photo shoot. So good, man. It was fun. It's a fun rip. Some neat cards. Like you said, very different. Very different than the Optichrome product that you opened. Very,
Yeah.
And you get 2 autos. You get one auto. You got 1 auto and 1 mem. I got 2 autos. So very fun.
I love it. I love it.
Fun week out there for breakers, for collectors.
Yeah, busy week.
It's going to be fun.
That's Unwrapped. Scotty, I can't leave without saying I bleed silver. I bleed red. I'm a Marauder till I'm dead, okay? Go Marauders. Take down Plano. But I love you always.
Let's go, Cats.
Summer League's been smooth for me so far. Been able to have some fun, get a win under our belt. Not being able to win the first 2 games kind of hurt us, but I think it helped our mindset growing into, making sure our team is going in the right direction and working hard to get better. So I'm liking Summer League.
Summer League's been really good for me. Obviously, I got cut short. Only played 3 games due to injury. Just to be cautious, we don't want to risk anything going forward because it's only Summer League. But other than that, it's everything I expected it to be. It's been super fun. The fans have been popping out, and it's been great competition.
Summer League been great so far. Played a few games, get my feet wet, got used to the system, the Cleveland Cavaliers system, and everything went pretty well.
I would say Summer League has been going great so far. Just getting to play with new teammates, getting to learn the system for what we do, getting into the mindset of just the winning culture that the Toronto Raptors have.
Summer League has been great so far. Being here in Vegas with all my friends who are playing, family who came in to watch, the experiences that I've had, in the couple games I've played in have been great. Just learning, having fun with it, and again, just enjoying the process.
Summer League's been good. I mean, for me, it's been a bit different as I got injured, but it's been fun being around the group, getting to know the guys, the staff a bit better. It's been a good, week, 2 weeks in Vegas, so I've enjoyed my time out here, and I'm looking forward to continuing getting to work with these guys.
The Vegas Summer League been going good. Just coming out here, showing what I can do, and just learning a lot of things and get a good experience.
Summer League has been going well. It's been a learning experience for me, but it's just good to get out there a little bit. Feel the NBA vibe, the NBA game, how it's different from college, and just get to know all my teammates.
Summer League is really fun. It's a really great experience to play for the NBA. Got Sacramento across your chest. Playing with a lot of new guys you don't know, so just to learn different people and build different relationships is really good for me.
Summer League's been super fun, man. Highly competitive out there. I have a great coaching staff with the Grizzlies, man. They've been teaching me a lot. I've been learning a lot from the ups and downs. So I've been having fun with it, man. It's all a dream come true. So, just to go out there and compete and play the game I love every day, it's a blessing.
It's been fun playing against all the rookies and all the first year, second year guys in the league. It's my first time playing professional hoop, It's been fun. Just trying to enjoy the process.
Summer League has been going great. All of us guys have come in and just really bought into what our coach has planned for us, and we're just learning together each and every day, just coming in, being ready to work, being ready to just really compete, and it's been fun.
Summer League is going great, man. It's been amazing. Great opportunity, great experience. A really opportunity to go out there and showcase your talent, learn, and it's been great.
Summer League's been going good, I've been able to get out on the court, get a feel for the game, get a feel for the spacing before the season actually starts. So it's a bit of an advantage.
Summer League is going great. Just learning new things and trying to be a sponge every day. It's fun to compete against guys that I played with and against in college, just wearing different jerseys. So it's been really fun, and I'm looking forward to playing some more.
Summer League's going really well. It's been a lot of fun playing with my teammates. We're starting to figure things out, and we're learning every day. It's been a beautiful experience.
Summer League has been great so far. Just playing with some of the guys I'll be playing with during the regular season, it's been fun, starting to get adjusted to the NBA game. So I'm excited for what's to come.
I feel like Summer League is going great for me. It's a great process for me to get to know and get a great feel for the guys around me. It's just an overall great way for me to show what I'm capable of doing.
Summer League is going real well. I'm enjoying myself, getting my groove back. Basically, I haven't played 5-on-5 in a minute, so being out here playing 5-on-5 in front of all these fans and stuff, it's just been awesome. So I'm enjoying myself.
The experience is very great. It's a very great experience being with my teammates.
Man, Summer League is going great. Secured 2 wins, 1 loss, which was unfortunate, but for the most part, we're over 500, winning ball games, putting on a show. The rookies are playing pretty well. Everybody's playing pretty well. Getting the opportunity to play with my friends once again after years of not being able to play with them. So it's just a blessing. It's almost, everything I hoped it would be.
Summer League's been going great. You've been out there playing hard, competing.
Summer League's going real well. Playing a few games, getting used to the NBA system, NBA style of play, NBA pace. So I feel like Summer League has been a big help for us rookies coming in.
Well, I just been having a great time being around a new team, new guys, great staff, and just learning as I go on.
Summer League is going great, just learning from the experience, playing against other teams, learning from the guys on my team, and it's just a fun experience, just getting to learn something about the league, and I'm excited for what's coming.
Hello, everybody. Tracy Hackler back with you. Episode 14 of Going Direct to Panini Podcast is action-packed. We said that at the top, and one of the big reasons why are my 2 guests right here. Depending on where you're looking, we have Tim Trout in the top right corner, and we have Keith Hauer, lower center. He's always in the center.
I'm holding it up. I'm holding you guys up.
There's a lot on your shoulders, Keith. And I thought it would be, you guys are obviously 2 of our brilliant brand managers, directors of brand management. You wear a lot of hats, but you guys were both instrumental in the development of 2 vastly different products, Tim, Spectra Baseball, Keith, Obsidian Basketball, that both released this week, that are both Optichrome, but are really nothing like each other outside of them being made with Optichrome. So do you guys ever look at like in this example, Tim or Keith, did you look at what the other guys were doing in their Optichrome product, and what did you take from it?
Yep. We do that on most there. Keith, I've known Keith for a long time. We've worked together for 20 some years now.
Yeah.
I know. I've had to put up with him for a long time.
I know, it's tough.
But Keith, yeah, we honestly, we probably think a lot alike in some regards. We've been in the same industry for a while. We worked at Beckett together. We worked here together. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that we do, we like to bounce things off of each other as far as, ideas that we have, and honestly take a look at some of the stuff that basketball's doing that we like and say, how do we incorporate that to what we're doing? And the same thing I'm sure they do, and take a look at our stuff. But yeah, we 100% take a look at everything that all the other sports do, not just basketball, but just because Keith and I are, friends, we do look at each other's stuff quite a bit.
Keith, when you're talking about a product like Obsidian, like Spectra, regardless of sport, typically is a thicker cards, really low numbered parallels. Obsidian's a little bit different, right? Like, how would you explain Obsidian and maybe how it differs from a product like Spectra?
Yeah, Obsidian is actually, I wanted to echo real quick on what Tim said. Absolutely. Yeah, we always share ideas because the more minds you have involved, there's so many different ways of looking at the same question, and you're not going to get the same answer from anybody. So it's always great to bounce the ideas, off the other guys, off the other teams. And on top of that, when everybody's doing the same, programs, the same names, you want to make sure that there's some consistency there. You don't want somebody to open one version of something and then another sport at the same thing and just look at 2 completely different things. it keeps everything, it keeps continuity between all the brands, We do that. And then as far as what you said with Obsidian, Obsidian is a really odd version of Optichrome because it's kind of the opposite of what you would think with the technology. One of the things that Optichrome is really good at doing is making the colors pop, and it kind of splashes. But when you look at all the designs of Obsidian, they're all black. It's base black. But what it does is it incorporates this etch technology, and what we do is that's where we use the different colors for the parallels. We put the color inside the etch, and the black background makes it pop differently than what you would expect on regular silver Optichrome.
Yeah, and I think it really shows you guys have done a really tremendous job across all our brands of showing just how flexible and diverse Optichrome technology can be, whether it's in a product like Obsidian or Prism Black or Color Blast, or there's so many different uses for it, and you guys really maximize that. Where do you guys, often we talk about when we get struck by ideas, and it's usually at weird times, 3 a.m, you're kind of half asleep and you think of something that you think might be cool and you forget to write it down and you can't remember it or whatever. Sometimes we're on the pot thinking about stuff. Where do you guys find that your inspiration comes from most often?
Well, I mean,
not where, Tim, but like when does it hit you?
When?
Yeah,
man. I honestly, we do what we call whiteboards, and we'll sit in a room and we'll get our team together and we'll just start writing stuff on a board. And some teams can knock through this. Some of the sports can knock through it in 30 minutes. I know sometimes we get a hard time because our baseball guys, we like to sit in there a while, and some of it we're just catching up because, with COVID, you take a little more time to chat with your buddies because you haven't seen them all that often.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, that's when most of ours come out there. It's because somebody's going to say, so my ideas happen when one of the other guys says, hey, this would be cool. And I think I like that, but here's what I like. And here's where my idea comes. So they typically it'll trigger me from something that somebody says to give me a different idea. And sometimes I'll joke with them and say, oh, I just like to take your ideas and make them better, which is far from the truth. I can't do that. But I do like to give them a hard time.
It's only far from the truth outside of his head.
Yeah, that's such a Trout thing to say too.
I know. I kid. No, but a lot of it is the stuff that they throw out there will trigger different ideas. And honestly, I probably come up with the best ideas in a group setting when everybody's
like a traditional brainstorming type setting where people are throwing. Have either one of you ever been struck by an idea watching a game or watching a commercial or driving to your family vacation spot? I mean, any ideas that struck you like that you remember?
I can't think of anything in particular right now, but I will tell you that without going into a specific memory, because I don't have one right now, it could be something as ridiculous as picking up a Slurpee at 7-Eleven and looking at the design on the side of the cup. Yeah. I mean, it's just like that. And as Tim said in our whiteboards, what I found, which has always been interesting to me, is it's when we start and we try to focus and everybody, works on this one idea, thought, or whatever. And it's the moment when everybody has nothing else to say and we're all just kind of sitting there looking at each other. Somebody will say one thing and then the snowball will just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it could be something completely off the wall that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. And all of a sudden it turns into a subset or an insert or a parallel or a brand. Sure. And it just kind of builds and builds. The creative environments are odd like that. It's almost like when we feel like we've totally hit the wall, that's when inspiration strikes and everybody just starts kind of branching out and moving in different directions.
So I'm glad you guys brought up whiteboard meetings, because can you kind of so in the whiteboard meeting, is it all product development and then you guys expand the group, or how does it work? Like, who's in the whiteboard meeting and where does a product idea go from the whiteboard meeting?
So with baseball, what we've done up to this point, it'll be the guys on the baseball team. And sometimes we'll be sitting there and one of the guys is like, hey, I have a meeting or I have this going on, so I need to get this done. So maybe it's not all of the team. and sometimes it's the full team. And we sit there and we just come up with, like Keith was saying, we just throw stuff out. And every once in a while, we're like, okay, we're drawing a blank. And then we'll call somebody like Keith and we'll say, hey, Keith, do you have like 5 minutes you can come over here? And he'll come in the room and he'll throw some stuff out. And we're like, stop talking about the Mavericks, get out of here. Or he'll have something that we're like, oh, that's a good idea. So yeah, we'll take everybody's ideas like that. And I mean, I know I've been asked a few times in theirs, and it's exactly that. And I really enjoy sitting in the basketball ones too, because they have a lot of good minds in there.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's just product development folks, right?
Sure. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's the product guys. And occasionally we'll bring in some of our acquisitions guys in that, hey, we want to do this, maybe like a dual or a triple in-person auto. How feasible is this? Do you guys have an idea of how you want us to do it? And then, yeah, I mean, sometimes we'll have to give a phone call to production or finance to say, hey, this is our idea. Can this work? Is this even, I mean, should we just stop thinking this route, or what do we need to do? And then same thing with, the production is, can we do something? Do you have a substrate like this that we could do?
Gotcha. And then Keith, like from that whiteboard meeting, how does a product travel? Where does it go from there?
Well, and like Tim was saying, it depends on the brand. Like if we've got a real design heavy brand, like say Court Kings, we'll approach that one a little bit differently than the other ones. But for the most part, the way Tim described it is exactly how we do it. We'll sit there and maybe we'll invite, one of the guys from one of the other sports that just worked on that program or did it the year before, and get them to come in and share. But, once we get the idea, out on the board there, we'll take a picture of it. We'll see who's got what, who's working on what at the time. We'll assign it to one of our brand managers and one of the assistant brand managers to kind of take the lead on it. And they'll do all of the, the number crunching and figure out what the budgets are and see what we have to spend and see, what we're looking at in terms of assets that we can bring into it. And then that one person will normally do the work on, whatever spreadsheet or whatever they're working in. And all along, calling people over, having guys look at this, say, hey, I was thinking about maybe short printing this or adding something to here or swapping forms here and laying this out this way and laying it out that way. And that way you have one person doing the bulk of the work, but everybody still stays involved. And then as the program goes along, the other thing that we like to do is the person that did the upfront work, usually it's very rare that they'll do the work at the end in terms of the collation and the final forecast and double checking everything, because we like to have multiple eyes on everything that we work on to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks and everybody's working with somewhat of a safety net.
Sometimes math can be hard, Tracy.
Oh,
sometimes math can be very hard, Tracy.
That's absolutely why we like to have other eyes on it.
No, you're right. So when you get it all whiteboarded and you get the spreadsheet made and everything's moving along, how long until you guys might see preliminary designs on a product? And do you have any input going in? And what kind of input do you have after you see them in terms of, I don't like this color, that font's wrong, stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that stuff, it probably, we could see it as soon as maybe a couple days, couple weeks.
Okay.
Sometimes as long as maybe a month or so. And sometimes we do have ideas that we want to and I'll tell you, when we were sitting there coming up with the Color Blast, I mean, we actually found kind of an image of the smoke, and we said, here's kind of what we want. And here's the idea. And I don't know if I should share it, but the idea behind that is when we came up with that, we wanted to make it short and we wanted to have the smoke was you've seen some of these like gender reveals where a guy at the ballpark's hitting a balloon and it splashes pink because they're having a girl or whatever it is. That was the idea behind it. I'm a little bit embarrassed that that's what we came up with, but that is how we came up with it. That's how we came up with Color Blast. I'm not afraid to say it, I guess. No,
it's way cooler than the side of a Slurpee cup like I described earlier.
But we had an idea. We'll take it and say, here's the idea. Can you guys do something? Can you make this a lot better? Can you make it better than what's in my mind? And this is all we have to go with. And we kind of hand it over. And I know Keith will say too, our design team's amazing. I mean, we hand them stuff and they can make a lot of stuff out of some of the simplest ideas we have, and they can make them amazing.
How
I think
cool
that's.
is it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'll tell you. I think that's one of the funniest things. Exactly what Tim was trying to explain there is us trying to get the ideas out of our head in a room full of creative people that are just going, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. And you're like, no, I know what I'm trying to talk about. I just don't know what it's supposed to, how it's supposed to come together. Yeah, they do it. It's amazing, man. They do it every single time. They exceed our expectations all the time.
So how you guys don't really know, not being surrounded by just hardcore product development veterans, right? Like we all have had the great fortune of being surrounded by those folks. How much of a benefit is that when you hit a wall or you reach something that's you think is too perplexing, you turn around and ask David Porter or Rob Springs or whoever it is, or Nick Mativich, what does that mean to you guys in putting a product together?
Oh, it's a huge benefit. I know. I mean, you mentioned a handful of names. I mean, like I said, Keith and I have been in this for 20 plus years. So we've been around a lot of guys. And the crazy part is, well, that sounds like we've been in it a long time. These other guys have been in David's been in it for, I don't even want to take a guess, but it's about, 10 years longer than us.
He did. I heard
been in this for a while. You've been in it for a long time.
I heard David Porter did Fred Flintstone's rated rookie card. Is that true or not?
He carved it on his tablet at home. They were different. They were different tablets back then than we have now.
Yes.
He brought 2 rated rookies on the arc with him too. No, don't let David see this. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna see it. What was I gonna say? I think I had something real clever that I can't really think about that right now.
Not real sure about that right now.
Oh, no, here it is. I got it. So one of the things I want to ask is it relates maybe specifically to Obsidian and to Spectra, but not necessarily, is when you guys go to start crafting the next year's version. So when you started working on 2021 Obsidian and 21 Spectra, were there are obviously the vast majority of what's been done sticks because we're real good at being loyal to the brand and what it stands for, the brand tenets. But are there like a certain number of things that you guys meet and say we have to put 2 new inserts in, or that insert sucked last year, we're not doing that one? Are there things like that, or how does that go?
I think for the way I look at it is I've got a pretty strong background, and so does Tim, coming up through going through Beckett and analytics and looking at the secondary market and dissecting it and being able to see. I mean, it's pretty obvious. People speak with their wallets, and you can tell what works and what doesn't. And sometimes it absolutely blows your mind because you'll see, these 2 completely different insert sets. Perfect example is the Donruss Net Marvel set.
Yeah.
The base version of that set is the same as the base version of every other set, but because of the design and because of the players and because of the content and the way it came out looking, man, people are willing to spend money on that because there's a lot of people trying to build sets. And when you see something like that, it's immediately obvious that you've got a success right there. So, okay, this one's good. Let's keep this one on for the following year. And then let's take a look at each of the other ones. And you'll eventually find one that, it doesn't even necessarily have to struggle. Just you can tell it wasn't as successful as this other one. So then you'll say maybe it's time to substitute something in or out. But I don't think we come in with a list and say, all right, 10 things we got to change this year, make it different. No, if it's not broken, don't fix it. We always tell the guys in design too. We're like, hey, this worked really well last year. Let's keep it with the same feel, but just kind of evolve it to the next version of it.
Just freshen the stuff up that's a big part. And it's funny you were saying that, Keith, because as you started talking, the first thing that came to my head was that Marvel set.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I hope he mentions this because if he doesn't, I'm going to. I don't even work on basketball. I'm going to say it. And it just stuff like that. And we kind of go back to that when we first started talking about how we kind of share ideas and bounce things off. That Marvel set, look for it in Donruss Baseball.
What?
It's coming.
Breaking news.
So yeah, we definitely go in there and there's not, like you said, not a magic number of, hey, we got to get rid of 3 things. We need 10 new ones. There might be some things like, hey, we got to get rid of this set, but it's not, we need 10 new things.
Yeah. And another thing that I really love about what y'all are saying right now is social media now is they're so vociferous. You know what people like or don't like immediately on release day because stuff's getting broken. People are chiming in on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you know what they like and don't like way sooner than we ever knew before, and that's pretty cool. And so I just think about that when it comes to like the slam insert in NBA hoops. And we saw how much that resonated with so many people almost immediately. And Net Marvel's the same way, Color Blast the same way. You don't have to wait anymore for sales figures. People speak with their wallets and they also speak with their social media handles. So, and I don't know what that means to this conversation, but there you go.
No, I'm glad. Actually, it's funny. I'm glad you said the slam thing because that's another instance to bring up too, is that we knew the slam cards were going to be popular. We just didn't know how popular they were going to be. It was one of those ones where, you were there with us, Tracy. We had the meeting with the president of Slam Inc. and just had a conversation and threw some ideas out there. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, we're in talks about doing this set and we know it's going to be big. But then the set releases and it's huge. It's bigger than we could have imagined. I mean, those are things that they do happen. We wish they happened a lot more often. But yeah, we're still constantly surprised one way or another. It's not just the ones that we have to change. It's the ones that we know are going to do well. And then all of a sudden they just completely blow our minds because they've done so incredibly well. So, I mean, there's a lot of that. It's the full end of the spectrum when you're sitting here watching it. It's like watching a kid grow up and you're sitting there and you're all nervous, like, oh, all right, here he goes. Hold on, he's standing up. Oh, nope, fell down. All right,
he's down. He's
start
down.
all over again. Here we go. But no, it's interesting because you get this full spectrum of emotions in the market and seeing everything else, and we're constantly surprised with what we're seeing on the secondary market and how people react to it.
I love it. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I could talk to you all about product development stuff. This is real geeky product development talk, but I really like it. And I think a lot of people like it. I think a lot of people will dig it because
we're kind of geeky, Tracy.
It's true.
We have been. Look, I've worked alongside y'all for those same 20 some odd years. So, and it's Scott and I were talking about this on another, maybe as it related, we're talking about Ben and just how fortunate we've been to we've kind of grown up together, like all of us, like at some point we're going to have to I'm going to have to go get a real job. But until Jason kicks me out, I am perfectly content just not just being a kid that's 51 years old with you guys.
Don't let the gray hair fool you. We're all children.
We're
just kids.
Yeah. Tim and I, Keith, were just talking about in my office about our affinity for Lifesavers gummies and just how we can't stop eating them.
Listen, I'll tell you this, the Lifesavers gummies, if there's like a hierarchy of gummies, Lifesavers and Sour Patch Kids are right there, 1A and B, and then everything else
is make a Sour Patch gummy Lifesaver.
Yeah, dude, they make a sour gummy Lifesaver. Dude, it's
kidding me. I know, that's what I said when Tracy told me.
I had no idea.
So don't go.
It's like peanut butter and chocolate mixing.
It's like, it's like this great concoction. Like I used to think like the old, the kid fruit snacks, the small packages. What are they called?
Fruit snacks.
The Welch's or whatever, the fruit snacks.
Welch's. I used to think it could get no better than Welch's, and then I popped a few Lifesaver gummies in my mouth, and it changed my life.
Well, and there's things you don't think about, like when you were just with the Welch's and that's what you got. You don't pay attention to how badly they stick to your teeth, and then you throw in a Lifesaver one, and that thing's just all over. I mean, there's no sticking, there's no nothing else. It just dissolves. It's great.
Crazy. I bought a couple bags of gummy worms, and I've just for the last month, that's my go-to. I'll go into 7-Eleven, I'll get a big gulp and some gummy worms. I'm a child.
Well, we know that. Am I getting cut? No, I'm gonna go. That bag of Lifesaver gummies you opened and took like 3 out of them? I'm about to go eat the whole bag right now. So I love you both. I thank you for your time and for your insight and expertise. We'll do it again soon. So thank you.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Take care, guys. Good talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.